If someone asked me how I started meditating and how it felt for me, I probably see pictures of my younger self being very impatient, not knowing how to breathe or sit, very bored, hundred of thoughts going through my mind and just waiting for something to happen. And also asking myself, okay, is this what it is about? Or am I just doing it completely wrong? And I know how it feels when you want to start with it, and sometimes I still find myself in those situations. So I would like to give you some guidance that I also received when I took a course about Zen-Buddhism. And here are 5 tips on how to deal with those kind of struggles when you start to meditate. First, some theory to start with. The meditation that I would like to talk about has not much to do with self-help, some kind of new age, or trying to be more calm, even if those are often main reasons why people start meditating, and also including myself. I'm more talking about meditation in terms of a state that can be experienced, but not really meditation as a discipline. So I will give you some tips on how to properly breathe, sit, how to deal with your thoughts and emotions that are coming up, that you are able to gain some clearer insight that might help to get into such state of meditation. By consistently sitting in silence, we try to deepen this meditative experience and to let it guide us and also to influence us in our daily lives. The second point, the body posture. Getting your posture right is key to staying aware and comfortable. If you have a feeling that your posture feels kind of tense and uncomfortable, I wish you good luck, because most likely for the next 5 minutes you will see your mind going crazy about it. So let's take care of that. Finding the ideal meditation posture can take a while. Either start sitting on a cushion or something elevated in a cross-leg posture, or go for a chair if that feels uncomfortable for your knees or lower back. Doesn't matter what option you take, make sure that your sitting bones are stable and pushing into the ground or chair, that your spine and upper body are straight but also not too tense. Don't try to lean back, and stay grounded with your feet or your lower legs. Rock a little forth and back to really find a good posture that you can hold for the next few minutes. And your arms are parallel to the torso and your palms are facing up. Or if you want, you can also do a mudra, so you can connect your thumb and your index finger and the other fingers just are straight, and then you also place them onto your thighs. I mean, you can't see it right now. Another option would be to make a bowl out of your hands and then let the thumbs touch, and then place them in front of your belly and make sure that it's connected to your stomach. Then you can kind of use it as a sensation to stay more focused. Make sure that your chin is slightly tucked to keep your spine more aligned. And then just make sure that you sit straight and take a deep breath in, hold it, breathe out, and just relax into it. And therewith we come to point number 3, looking inside. The first goal is to harmonize body and mind and invite everything that comes up. Of course, in meditation we focus on our breathing, and then you notice how it starts from your stomach and also returns to your stomach. And this is something that you really need to practice. Learn how to breathe into your stomach, into your belly. Therefore, we place our focus of attention in this area around the stomach. And by doing this, we automatically bring our concentration, which is the mind, in harmony with our body. The more we can relax in this area, the more space we experience to let thoughts and feelings be there, without having to follow up on them. This can make you feel more calm, balanced, or grounded, and it makes us sit like a mountain. And basically that's the main technique behind many different disciplines, trying to direct your attention on one single object, such as your breath, and then stay with it. If you don't like the version with the belly, you can also direct your attention on the tip of your nose and feel how the air is coming in and out. Make sure to be a gatekeeper of your breath. If you notice that you got lost in thoughts, use your breath as an anchor to pull you back into the center to stay aware. Keep on practicing it until thoughts and feelings come into being and dissolve again without us having to actively deal with it. By not interfering, we consciously take charge instead of being carried away. After a while, we learn to invite those thoughts and emotions and let them show what they need to teach us. Step number 4, go deeper within and become more sensitive. Once we become better in accepting what is and also staying with it, we will naturally recognize that our mind becomes quieter over time. And then we will also probably notice some moments where the thoughts become less and less, maybe moments of no thoughts. And then we can actually realize the space between all those single thoughts and become more accustomed to this experience. Of course, this takes a while of consistent practice, but here I also give you 3 body centers that you can focus on that will make you feel more quiet and that you can also get more in tune with yourself. The first center is the area between the eyebrows where your third eye or pineal gland is located. So make sure to focus on this area so it looks like this. Looks a little bit funny, but try to focus on this area, but at the same time you have your eyes closed. And you will feel that you found the right spot when your eyes just get locked, like not really get locked, but like kind of stop at a certain point without trying to like really find the spot and putting too much effort into it. Just like look a little bit up, focus on the area with closed eyes, and you will find the spot. And if this doesn't work out, then take your right thumb, put it on this area and start rubbing this area while your eyes are closed. And do this for a few seconds, and by activating this area, it's also easier to kind of spot it. And if you do this, you will realize that it's more easier to focus on the thoughts without engaging them. So it's a little bit easier to just let them pass by while you're focusing on this area, with closed eyes, of course. The second body center is the heart center. For this, try to focus on the middle of your chest and actively breathe into this area. You can still breathe into your stomach, but just imagine as if you're directly breathing into your heart. And this technique can get you more, let's say, emotional or more in tune with your emotions, or it really makes you feel more compassionate. And the third area, we've already talked about it, it's the area around your navel, so where your belly is. Try to breathe into this area and also direct your focus onto this area to feel more balanced, relaxed, and grounded. And I mean, everyone has different preferences, so just play around with that. For instance, what I like to do is sink from the highest point to the lowest body center. And if it helps, you can also place your hands on those areas if it helps to direct your focus of attention. Number 4, the most profound question when it comes to meditation. When we reach with our attention even further within, we come to the question of who or what it is that actually is experiencing something. This body and this mind, which we almost as naturally assume to recognize as ours, appears to be much more spacious. We can't find a beginning, nor do we find an end. There's more than enough room for self and for other. It becomes more difficult to distinguish things as the boundaries slowly start to dissolve. For instance, our sense of time and space, not feeling overly attached to body or mind, and experiencing a vast emptiness or silence inside of us. As we manage to sit more often with the question of what is it that is actually experiencing, So I mean seeing, smelling, tasting, thinking, without actively looking for an answer for this question, we get more used to not knowing. And at the same time, we also come closer to our source, even if it sounds a little bit paradoxical. To sit like this without having to know, you are automatically invited to master this specific situation, and also invited to discover your wisdom that is hidden within you. Wisdom that shows you what to do and what not to do, and that it kind of guides you into this, like learning this attitude of being more compassionate and being more, like showing more appreciation. And finally, you need to practice consistently over a long time. So start slow, but be persistent. Most of the time, people make progress very quickly, but often they're just not aware of it, or they don't know what signs to look for. And therewith we come to an end. If you found the content of this video enlightening, please leave a like here, or also leave a comment here if you have some other tips on how to improve your meditation. For more videos about meditation, spirituality, or psychology, make sure to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, that's actually it for today. And enjoy your day. My name is Till, and this is Till Talk.